Hello, hi, welcome back. If you're new here, you are obviously lost, but that's okay, because so am I. So today I'm coming at you with a completely bare face, just did my skincare routine. I've been thinking about getting into Korean skincare, but I don't know what to buy, so if you have a holy grail product, tell me down below. But anyway, I'm coming back bare-faced, bangs messed up, to talk about, my hair is even still partially wet, to talk about an update on a previous video that I did. So yesterday I uploaded a video about how ABH was partnering with the MLM Rodan+Fields. And if you want to know all about that, you can click on my previous video, go ahead. But now there's been a conclusion and resolution to all of this nonsense. So Norvina took to Twitter after everyone was tweeting her like, what the heck is your mom doing? Like, why is the company doing this? Everyone's tweeting like mad. She goes on to Twitter, sees all this, and feels like, uh-oh, like, probably in her head is like, oh no, like, we messed up, right? So she goes on to Twitter, sees this, she responds to someone about, like, what is an MLM, was the tweet. So, like, maybe she didn't know. Like, my theory in the last video was that either they didn't know that Rodan+Fields was an MLM, which I don't know. Or they were purposely doing it just to gain money and didn't really care about anyone. Now, I said previously that I leaned towards the fact that they probably just didn't know, but I was conflicted because when you say someone just doesn't know about something like that, it's implying that they didn't do their research, and so that's kind of like a big assumption for me when I think about a brand doing that, because when even I buy stuff, like I was just talking about the Korean skincare, I research the hell out of everything. So I can't even imagine like being a company and having that oversight, but then again, I understand that sometimes it does happen. So she took to Twitter, she responded, and then she talked about how she was up all night talking to the company and saying that they were going to quit this brand deal and everything, and how it's all called off now, and she informed everyone on Twitter that not happening, they're not involved, it's over. But my question now is, how do they get out of that contract, right? Because the collection was set to launch on February 14th, and that's less than 2 weeks away. Like, it's the 5th when I'm recording this, so that's 9 days away, which is just over a week. That doesn't make much sense. How are they going to call off that collection? Like, what are they going to do with that stock? And then you have to get into the legalities of that. They definitely have a contract, right? Two businesses working together. You'd think that they definitely have a contract. So how are they going to get out of that contract? Like that, I don't know, but it is an update. It is what I suspected, that they just didn't do their research, which for a company that large, you always have to be looking at who you align yourself with. Like, everyone's eyes are on you. So like, probably should think about that a little more, but you know, it's okay. I no ill will towards them. I'm glad Norvina addressed it this way, because obviously the company made a mistake, right? Like, obviously you don't want to be partnering with an MLM because MLMs are shady as all hell. So I'm glad that she came onto Twitter, saw the responses, and handled it professionally like an adult. Like, you see that someone has a concern, you address the concern, and then you come to a resolution. I think that was a great way to do it. I don't have any ill will towards the brand. I think it's a good example of how well things can go when you are just upfront and honest and say, yeah, we didn't look into this, we didn't do our research, sorry, like, we're going to call it off though. When you admit to your mistakes and then find a resolution, bravo. It leads me into thinking about how the whole thing between Marlena Stell and the Fancy Faced, who is another small creator, not small, she's quite large, but, you know, not like multi-million, beauty creator on this platform. So there was an issue with like copy strike, back and forth. You can go look up a video about it if you want. The situation between them was handled so poorly by Marlena herself. Like, it was obviously just very petty, acting out of anger. And although it did come to a good resolution and they're now on speaking terms and everything's getting cleared up, I think they could learn from this ABH mishap, whereas if you address something quickly and just admit you're wrong quickly and get whatever you need to get taken care of, it looks a lot better on you and on your brand and on anyone you're associated with. So that's something that I think I mean, it's hard to admit you're wrong though, right? Like, no one wants to do that. It'll probably take you a couple of days after seeing all the public outcry to see that you're wrong. But in this case, I think it took like maybe a day or two. It was an awesome response. No ill will. Yay, ABH. Good job on your PR. And with that, I have nothing else to say. If you have any comments on this, please tell me down below. Remember to stay hydrated. Drink your water out of a reusable container because we are saving the turtles, bitch. And with that being said, keep having a wonderful day and keep being a wonderful person. And I will see you next time. Bye.